Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I'm Adam Samuel. Today, we've made it to the end of the auditions. Finally, we've made it. I am joined by my co-host. I'm joined by Eric. How you doing today, Eric?
I am doing good. Got my first shot about a week ago. 2 weeks ago. My second one 2 weeks from now. I am in the middle of not being fully immune yet, but almost there, and I'm very excited for that.
And we've also got Grace. How you doing, Grace?
I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm kind of tired, but this has been a long week for me at school, but I am getting my COVID vaccine on Thursday. I'm getting the Johnson & Johnson, so I will be done. My mom is getting her second dose tomorrow, so we're taking turns being miserable.
Miserable for the best possible reason, though.
Yes.
I got Pfizer. That was a trip, but yeah, I do have to apologize for missing last week, and I want to say, Eric, Grace, you guys did a great job.
No, we didn't.
You did a good job, and I missed you guys. I was a little bit tied up, a lot of stuff going on, but I'm here today. I'm so excited to talk about American Idol. One big kind of like asterisk to put here at the top of the episode. I am the only one of the three of us at this point who is completely unspoiled for the top 24. I do not know who made it. I do not know who was cut. Eric, I think, knows the entire list. Grace knows somewhat of the list. So, yeah, so just keep that in mind. But this will be a non-spoiler podcast. Nothing will be mentioned, not even at the end. Unless, would you guys want to, like, do a bit and I could drop out and you guys can continue on?
Nah.
All right, so
for all we know, these spoilers could also be bullshit. So we're not going to dwell on them.
I was maybe even considering like doing, I don't know if it'd be a podcast, like a blog post, or maybe just a series of tweets with my official top 24 predictions. This is the first time, I think, in my Idol viewing history.
You didn't know last year.
That I didn't know. I knew some. I knew someone.
You knew one because I spoiled one for you to get to, so you could crush your dreams earlier rather than later.
But like, I know nothing. Like, I know not a single name on the list. So maybe it might be fun. Like, maybe I'll just do a series of tweets or maybe a blog post, something, or maybe even just one of these. Just me though, because
I can't cover up a lie. So.
But yeah, we made it. This is the final episode of Auditions, and I can only speak for myself, but not the best audition round. What are you guys' thoughts?
In the end, I still say my ranking of the seasons of ABC Idol, this is my second least favorite round of auditions. But it's a distant second because I thought season 17's auditions were only two that I liked out of all of them. And this is better than that, at least. So,
what about you, Grace?
I agree. I mean, I never like the auditions that much anyway, but I like Hollywood less, so I'm kind of dealing with this.
I love Hollywood Week.
I hate Hollywood Week. I'm so excited.
Hollywood Week is terrible. Grace wins this one.
Well, I know I'm in like a serious, but I don't watch this show for the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Can we actually talk about that for a second? So, like, here we are. 5 episodes of American Idol have come and gone. What's kind of on the horizon? Like, how many weeks of Hollywood Week? What's kind of the schedule? Do we have like a middle round before the lives? Like, what's kind of the next couple of weeks look like?
I think we have 1 week of Hollywood Week, 1 week of 1 or 2 weeks of middle round. I know by the first week of April, live shows begin. So, or voting at least. So,
is that the double? Like, we get the Mondays and Sundays? Sundays and Mondays, I guess?
Again, I don't know. It's all up in the air. But my dream scenario is that we have 2 live shows a week for 5 weeks. That's my dream scenario. And not result shows. I want 2 episodes of performances a week. That's what I want. But
all right. This question might actually, I was thinking about asking this question, but now I think I shouldn't. I was going to ask who everyone's favorite audition was going into the Hollywood Week, but you guys might know spoilers, so I don't know if that's a fair thing.
Spoilers, but we'll do that at the end of this episode. How about that?
I actually think I had one of my favorites this episode,
really?
Which is kind of surprising. But
I think I can guess which one it is, but we'll see.
I don't think you can. I will say, but yeah. Let's actually. Do you have any?
Girl?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Do you guys have any other? Eric, I'm going to throw this to you. Is there any headlines to talk about from the show? Any kind of big news to discuss? Kind of going in.
Nothing really. Let's do our deep dive, shall we?
All right, let's get to
I'm
it.
seeing a tweet now that there's like a twist for the Green Mile, but they're not really know what it is at this point. I mean, they're not going to Hawaii. That's one thing for sure that we know.
Do we know if they're going to be in the studio for the live shows?
I'm hoping they can be because all the other shows got
spoiled. They will be. They will absolutely be in the studio. There won't be an audience, but there will be in the studio.
Can I actually say something that I noticed watching this episode and that I've noticed before and just never brought up? Mm-hmm. You can tell like this was filmed like very like Katy Perry only had like 5 outfits that she was wearing. Like this was filmed very quickly. I got the vibe like in a very short compacted time, maybe even like the same week. Like I believe that they were all kind of flown into the same. Like this is just
it was all in California this time.
But it was just weird to see. First of all, like Katy Perry like jumping between like outfits. Like I knew there was like there was the one that looked like but it was just so. It seems like there were only like 5. Like it was very usually. I feel like they do a lot more. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't care how they did it, but just did it and it worked fine.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to like because I mean in the early days of Idol they would base the audition episodes around whatever city they were in. I'm kind of used to them not doing that anymore.
I like that. I like that. That was fun. I look forward to it.
But when they're all being flown to California anyway, who cares? So
I disagree. I liked it when it was like, it's the New York episode. That's kind of my neck of the woods. Like that, it was.
Okay. I liked it until the last season on Fox when they went to Philly. I actually auditioned, but like the people that made it in front of the judges were terrible. It was such a bad city. And I was like, I was there. There was talent. Y'all just didn't put them through.
Well, on that note, like this season, I don't know what it is. Like there's talent, but it's not like A+ talent. You know what I mean?
I'd say
I felt that way for a while now.
There were 2 auditions I would give A-level grades to this season.
2 in total?
That's more than I would give for the last season, the season before, and yeah.
I disagree. I feel like maybe it might just be me, but like I feel like Idol's auditions were like better than this. Like I feel like there's been no like. Here's what I will say: there's no like obvious that person could be the winner. Like in the past, Philip Phillips, Lane Hardy to some degree.
I knew he was winning the second.
Alejandro. No, but I mean, like, there's that one name that is that name, like Alejandro, like going in. There's kind of no one like that here. It's kind of.
I am not complaining that there's no one particularly like Alejandro this year, but let's move on.
Not in that vein. I was saying like the person. Okay, Eric is just messing with me at this point. Let's talk contestants. So, kicking off the episode is Madison Watkins. I actually remember her vaguely from America's Got Talent. Which season was she on?
The same season with Brian Justin Crum, and that explains everything.
It was weird. I saw her. I was like, I vaguely remember you from somewhere. I have no idea where. And yeah, she was America's Got Talent. She was only shown, I believe only her Judge Cuts round was shown, and then she was just cut, and that's all she wrote. But like, she was good there. Like, I didn't think she was bad. And here she does an original song, Your Little Girl. What did you guys think?
I think this is right up your alley.
I agree. I actually really liked her a lot, but I like Piano Girls too. Not as much as Adam, but I do.
It's so weird that I have a type of American Idol contestant that I always
go I do.
Which is ironic. Which is ironic because the table that my computer is currently set on is actually a piano bench because I have a keyboard. Usually, like when I film in 2 different places, I have a keyboard now, so I can't film where I would usually. That's why I'm actually on the floor. But yeah, I guess I like piano players. Sue me, guys.
Is she your favorite of the episode?
I would say top 2. I had 2 favorites of the episode. She was one of them. It's kind of a little bit like I don't know about you, but I've noticed I don't love that many of the AGT contestants that cross over usually. Like, I don't know
I think
why.
a lot of them is the thing.
Some of them, like, I just don't feel that, like, I don't want to say this, but like it's kind of like it's like the sloppy seconds a little bit. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, yeah. I mean, kind of. When they go on The Voice, I feel the same way.
No.
The difference is all the ones
is
who've been on AGT and then come to Idol, when they're on Idol, they've gotten so much better.
Yeah.
This is nothing against her. Like, that was a little bit too mean. I do apologize. But like, it's not, it's really, for me, it's just like something about the AGT. Like, because that show has made me such a cynic. Like, anyone who comes from it, I'm automatically like, you've been through that machine.
You reminding me of Howie Mandel. You can't be good.
You know what? This is nothing against her. And like I said, that was a little bit too harsh. But like, just I view that show so cynically that anytime someone is from it, I'm like, you know. Does that make any sense?
I don't know, but
Grace, tell me I'm making a little sense.
Kind of. I'm like just over AGT at this point too.
But I still like her. Like I said,
yeah,
very talented lady. I think she can do some really great stuff here. I feel like we've had some really good contestants from AGT crossover. I mean, Nick, Olivia Rocks, Jenna, like some big names that I really have enjoyed in the past. And there's going to be one every season. It feels like every year we get one.
There's 2 this season.
There's 2. Last year was Michaela. Who was the year before? There's always like one name.
The year before, I don't think there was one, but the year before that, there was Mara Justine.
Oh, there's like always. It's like another archetype on the show. It's so bizarre.
Definitely.
It's becoming one, absolutely.
But she's really good. Like,
she's good.
I think she's got potential to go.
Not my favorite of the girls, but I liked her enough. So.
Mm-hmm. And this is I'm not going to give either of you the chance to answer this, but I'm going to predict she's top 24. I think she is. I'm looking at both of your reactions to see what you're doing. Like, if you're smiling.
I don't know the whole list.
But
I think I looked at it once and like I just don't remember any of it.
Well, here's the thing, because now I'm starting to think like it's one of those there can only be one situation. With like Amanda and Madison. I would like both of them. I feel like it would be one of them. And if it's going to be one of them, I feel like it might end up being Amanda. But I think I would want both of them.
I would have wanted both of them too.
And on that
note.
I hope that wasn't anything. We move on to. Do you want to talk really quickly about Ava August and Liv Grace?
Yeah, I mean, because they both made it through, we'll talk about them. I'm not a huge fan of Ava's tone, but I didn't hate it. And I thought Liv Grace was actually pretty damn great. I liked the arrangement a lot. So
one of these girls was on The Voice, right? I think it was.
Yeah. You see, I don't talk about that show. The same feelings you have about AGT, I have about The Voice. So,
I promise, I don't mean it like. Is it? It's just, come on. It's just I have that little. It's like it's AGT.
They're both teenagers, so they would have to have been on a season that I didn't watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought these two were good. Ava August, I think, was like doing maybe a little too much, but I thought they were all right.
I thought Liv was the better of the two.
Okay. Well, let's move on then to Deshaun Goncalves performing Everything Must Change by Nina Simone. He's 19 years old. What'd you guys think?
Second best guy of the season, in my opinion.
Yeah, his voice was really nice, but I feel like we just see this type every year. That's another type. Your typical black guy R&B audition.
It is. Having said that, I think he has got a lot of potential, and I enjoy this audition actually. So,
I think it was good. I think he was solid. I'm not as high as you guys, maybe, but I think he's.
I'm not high on him. I still think.
You said he was.
Even though he's the second best guy of the season, I think the guys are so inferior to the girls this year. So.
Really?
I really think the girls are. If the girl doesn't win this season, we're in for a tough year because there is not a single guy who I would be happy to see winning at this point.
Grace, do you ever?
There are some I can live with, and I'm fairly convinced that a guy will win because this is American Idol.
You say that, but like 2 out of 3 winners so far have been females. And on that note, anything else you guys want to talk about for Deshaun?
I'm looking forward to seeing more. The one high note was a little bit rough, but I think if he can work under control a bit, he could go pretty far.
All right. Do you guys want to talk about the montage, or you want to move on to? I think his name is Tristan.
Let's move on.
I do want to say that I actually enjoyed Cameron Allen's voice from a montage, and I was ashamed that he was montaged because I really liked it, actually. But moving on.
Oh, by the way, my prediction, Deshaun Goncalves, he's cut a Green Mile. My prediction.
Okay.
We move on to Tristan Grubbs performing Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. He's only 15. Yeah. What did you guys think?
It was good, but not great. For a second song, he did Nobody by James Arthur, and he's nobody compared to James Arthur. So.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. I mean, I actually liked his clip before they showed the audition better. I kind of wish they would have let him get to the chorus of Before You Go, because the whole thing like builds to that chorus. But I guess they weren't willing to do that. The second song was better, though.
It was better. I still don't think it was great. I thought it was just okay.
Yeah, maybe he's just, I don't know, not ready for prime time.
Could be.
Well, this is awkward because he was my other favorite of the night. I really like that. I mean, the dude's got a unique tone, and so many of these people sound the same. Like, I hate to say it, but like, at least he's unique. At least there's some. I love that James Arthur performance. I thought it was. I had. You can say it all you want, but I really like. At least it's something else. Like, so many of these people, like, they have the same thing, and like Tristan was at least something
my
different.
problem was that he sounded like he was trying to copy James Arthur, and it was not working for me. But he sounded like a karaoke version of James Arthur.
You know what? Maybe, but I will take karaoke James Arthur on this season. That's the point where I'm almost at. If you know what I mean.
I am not at that point because with the guys, maybe, but there are some really good girls this year. And so we don't need to settle for this, for karaoke James Arthur necessarily.
I disagree with both of you. You're wrong. I predict he is top 24. Yeah, I'm throwing
That's
down
as far as he's going to make it if he does. That's his peak.
Lols. Anyway, let's move on.
I can't. That's the thing. I don't know if Eric is like lolling, like he didn't make it and I'm being ridiculous, or he's like secretly like, oh, he. That's why it's so much fun now. That's what I'm
glad you're enjoying it.
Because even if he doesn't make it, I can at least like.
You'll
make a list in my head.
Yeah.
Whatever. Now I'm just convinced he does make it because Eric is trying so hard to sell him short.
Okay. I'm not going to ruin anything for you. Anyway, let's move on to Andrea Valais.
We move on to Andrea Valais performing Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And she's also a wedding singer. I think was there another wedding singer in this episode? I don't know.
There's a lot of wedding singers on this show.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Andrea?
I was a bit bored by the first song, and the second song sold me.
Usually, like when some... Oh, go on. I'm sorry, Grace.
I did like Dance Monkey better, even though I am so sick of that song. Oh,
the song itself, I don't like that song, but I think she was much better on it than on the first, and it showed, and her personality showed a little bit more with that one, and I kind of like her as a person. It seems like I like the way she fought back for herself without being rude about it, and yeah, I kind of like her, so I hope she goes far.
Yeah, she was on another show a couple of years ago. It was a Spanish show.
Her hair reminds me of Allison Iraheta's hair, so.
I think this was like the first time in Idol history that I've watched where like when the judges are like talking and the person starts like just belting into a song, like that it actually worked. You know what I mean? Usually those were like signatures.
Oh yeah, that usually is
rough auditions.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
Yeah, but it happened here, and it's like I was like, oh, it actually worked. I was like, huh, didn't think that was gonna happen. But that was kind of my biggest takeaway from this audition. Like, I didn't really exactly enjoy the first performance. The second one was good, but I feel like it still wasn't amazing. And
it wasn't amazing, but I like her, so we'll see where
it was okay. But my prediction, I don't think she makes top 24. I just gotta watch Eric's face. This is just gonna become a poker game of like.
I forget if she made it or not, honestly. So I don't know about her, but
no, she's been on like.
Look it up now. So.
She's been on 2 other shows, but they're both Spanish language shows. So I'm surprised she didn't bust out some Spanish, but I'm sure it's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
All right. What was that girl's name on season 16?
Michelle
She did. Yeah. Maybe there's something in that vein, kind of.
I hope not. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, she makes it to Disney Week. Can we please get Un Poco Loco and then she can go home?
Anyway.
Do you guys want to talk about Kiko?
Kiko Martin. We are going to talk about Kiko Martin.
I only want to talk about him because I'm disgusted with the way that they used him and cut him to promote Francisco. That was horrible.
What'd you guys think?
I was shocked that they actually rejected him. Because usually when someone comes in with their sibling or friend who's a former contestant, they always make it through, at least to Hollywood. As like, okay, you can go through. But they cut him, which they should have. He wasn't good enough, but I'm shocked that they did it.
I liked their duet.
I liked Francisco on their duet.
Oh yeah, Francisco was like my favorite last year, so... But if you're going to promote your contestants, can you do it in a less annoying, disrespectful manner?
I'm surprised he got cut. Like, I didn't even think he was that bad. I thought even after the performance, I was like, yeah, he's probably going to go through.
I assumed he was going to go through just because his brother was in the room. But
would you guys, had he not been like Francisco's brother,
he wouldn't have even made it to the judges if he wasn't Francisco.
But if he had,
he would have been cut.
You would have cut him. You would have said no.
Oh, absolutely. He wasn't good enough.
What about you, Grace?
I did like him better than some of the people that had made it through previously, but yeah. I mean, he wouldn't have survived Hollywood, most likely.
Not a chance.
All right, well, we move on. We haven't had many of these contestants this season, but we have a returnee, Zach D'Onofrio, performing Golden Slumbers by the Beatles. He does it on a piano. What do you guys think?
I don't remember him at all, for starters.
I totally remembered him. Like,
I remembered him for one reason. That reason was Katie, and then she shows up. But I think he was better now than in 2018. But if I'm honest, he's still not good enough to make the top 24.
I disagree. I actually thought it was like I remember his audition. His original audition was like he was kind of fit into the archetype of like a crooner, like a Frank Sinatra kind of person. And this audition was different. It was something. It wasn't that. It was something that was at least something outside of that area that had some more wiggle room, to kind of do the performances. And I just love it because I love to see more Katie Turner on my screen, honestly. So that was kind of the biggest highlight for me. It's a little weird, but like just seeing her again was kind of the big standout for me.
Yeah,
and,
that was the highlight of the audition, was seeing her again. I'm just hoping she gets to come back later this season to promote a new song on the live shows. If they are doing result shows and they're having alumni back, she needs to be one of them who comes back. So,
and look, I've said this before, you guys know, I always have my biases towards returning contestants. I will always give them the edge. And I'm kind of bummed because we really don't have any this season. Like, who else is there?
Returning from Idol?
Yeah, just Idol. Like, just returning from Idol.
I think he's the only one, maybe?
So he probably will make it for that reason.
I mean, we usually have like one returning contestant. Like every year, there's been like that one. There was Ada Vox. Then there was
Unless there was somebody they didn't show.
I don't know. But yeah, I thought Zach D'Onofrio was much improved. The biggest highlight though is just seeing Katie Turner, and yeah. So thumbs up.
Okay.
All right.
Thumbs up for Katie. Anyway, let's move on to Brianna.
We move on to Brianna Colicchio. See, this is in the pre-show. Eric says that he purposefully wants me to be the one to say the names wrong. I believe that was the correct verbiage.
It was that I want you to be the one who has the privilege of screwing up all the names.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, Rihanna. She is performing "Scars to Your Beautiful" by Alessia Cara. What did you guys think?
I thought it was good. I'm kind of getting sick of this song too. I'm not entirely sure that people are going to latch on to her. I don't think she's ready for the show. But they spent a lot of time on her story, so I knew she was going to make it.
So here's my point on her story. I saw Grace message in her group thread. Eric's gonna have a field day with this one, and I'm not.
It wasn't that one. It was a different one. We'll get to that. Yeah.
Oh,
we'll get to that
in
one
the
later.
chat. Ren Patrick was shown in the Hollywood Week promo. Why didn't we see her audition? She's back. I think I remember her.
I don't.
Okay, but Brianna, I wasn't a huge fan of how she shared her backstory, but it was clearly her choice of how she shared it, and it wasn't something that was pushing her, and so I can't complain too much. As far as her performance itself goes, good but not amazing.
Right.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, solid B, I would say. But yeah, she made it. I don't think she's top 24. I don't think she's good. I don't think she's, like really wow, but
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of my thoughts there. Do you have any thoughts otherwise you want to talk about with Brianna, or you want to move on?
I want to move on to Colin.
All right. Colin Jameson performing 6 Feet Under by Billie Eilish. He's also a wedding singer. I said there was more than one. Yeah. What'd you guys think?
Nice tone, but he needs work. And I have 0% confidence that this show will put the work into helping him improve the way he needs to.
Yeah, he came in with that other guy. They were both in a boy band. Is it safe to assume that neither of these two were the talented member of said boy band?
Who knows how many boys were singing in the boy band? So maybe there wasn't a talented one, and that's why they were on Idol. I don't know.
I was going to say the other one made it to boot camp on X Factor.
Really?
Yeah.
X Factor USA?
Yeah, I think he was
that
on.
Doesn't count because that show is terrible.
Oh God. All right. So did you guys like it? Grace, were you a fan?
Not really.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It wasn't amazing. I was just kind of
I think there is talent there, but it needs a lot of work. And again, Idol's not going to put the work into it.
All right. Well, let's move on to Valais. Did I say that right?
I don't care. If you didn't, you did it wrong, and at least you didn't swear. So
this one was like they had been hyped for a few weeks now, so I knew plus the story, we knew she was making it through. It was just a matter of how she sang.
So my red flag is that she picked a song that is way too big for her. And that is such a red flag for me that I couldn't get past that and so I think that song choice is everything on this show. And if you're going to pick a song in your first audition that is A, old fashioned like this, and B, you can't even deliver it well, I just lose all faith, basically.
Shouldn't rule number 1 of singing Whitney Houston songs on this show be don't sing them?
Yes, it absolutely should be.
Unless forced
it's
to.
I Will Always Love You and it's the Pimp Spot.
No, even then.
I was going to say unless there's a theme that forces you to, which that's only happened once on this show.
That was a good episode, though. That was one of the.
And they wouldn't have done it if she didn't die. So there's that. And they only did it with the girls, which was unfair.
Anyway, I wasn't the biggest fan, honestly. I was kind of underwhelmed here, but she made it through. So does she make top 24?
Not a chance in hell.
No, but I do hope that she's able to find a home.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's move on then. We have who's the next person to talk about? Wyatt Pike. He was his audition dropped like before the episode, right? Like
Yes.
I think what'd you guys think?
I don't pay attention.
I wrote, don't get this one at all. That's what I wrote.
He's inspired by Philip Phillips, and I am already just like, no, dude.
Philip Phillips was much better.
And that's saying something.
No, it's not. It's actually really good live, but
he reminded me of the guy who made top 5 last year.
Which one?
With the guitar.
Dylan James.
That narrows it down.
Dylan James. Yeah. Ish.
Yeah.
Eric, you don't even remember who he is. Eric is like, who?
I remember
Dylan James. I don't really remember his audition. I
remember on Disneynet he sang a song from Cars, and I was just like, bro.
Life is a highway.
It wasn't even that song.
Grace, life is a highway.
Yes, but the Cars movies are awful.
Yes, they are. Anyway. And I say that as someone who loves Pixar. But anyway.
Oh, we love Pixar here, just not those movies.
Yep.
So, anything else on Wyatt? Any thoughts?
One thing I will say, eye contact was so bugging me. Every time they showed him, either he was facing the judges and his eyes were closed, or he was looking away. I'm like, bro, we can't connect with you if you're not making eye contact.
I predict he's top 24, though.
Maybe.
Eric is smiling. Eric's smile faded. It's totally, you can tell.
I'm kind of like, I feel like a lot of the guitar playing white boys are kind of running together, but this is American Idol, so
yeah,
they usually do.
Oh man.
Are we gonna have an entire? Is this gonna be like season 13 where we have like all the guys are guitar playing white boys?
No, because season 13 they weren't all guitar playing white guys.
Most of them were.
Oh well, the winner wasn't.
If he played, the only thing he didn't have is that he played guitar.
He wore a guitar once, but he for his album cover, but he did not play guitar. Anyway.
Plus we don't talk about him here.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Let's talk about the final audition of the season. Aletha Grace performing Saturday Morning. She's 21 years old. She's a musician. What do you guys think?
I think they spent way too much time focusing on her. It wasn't even really her story. It was her daughter's story. I feel like there was way too much focus on that. I'm happy that her daughter's fine. I didn't love her. I mean, she's kind of adorable, though. Althea, not the baby, but yeah, I thought it was okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm over this. I'm over the auditions at this point.
For me, this one was all about the story and not about the talent, and it was another one that I just didn't get it at all, the talent-wise. I don't really watch the story, so if this is the one that you thought I'd be pissed off about, I'm sorry.
No, the person that I was talking about didn't make it.
Fantastic. Okay, so we don't have to talk about them. But this story, I mean, the only reason it should have shown is for the story, because the talent wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, Adam, what did you think?
I thought this was a weird audition to end the season with.
Yes,
usually we go like.
Absolutely agree on that one.
I was like, usually, but then I think about like who were some of the people that ended seasons in the past, and weirdly, the only person who I could remember was the season 15 finale, which was like the final audition period of Idol on Fox. And that was Manny, who was like cut top 24. Do you guys remember that guy?
No, but I remember Ada was the last one of season 16.
Ada Vox?
Yeah, Ada was the last one of season 16.
I'm clearly losing my mind, but the only last audition of the season that I remember is season 12, and that was Steven Tyler in drag. And that doesn't count.
Well, Ada Vox was in drag, and that counts, and that was also the last.
Well, Steven Tyler's too old to be on the show. One.
Yes.
And that's one of many issues with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, my thoughts on Aletha is this was just all story. It's like It just all kind of the song, the performance, it all just kind of blended together. I think the song itself was sweet. Like, I think it was a nice song. I don't think it was something to really show off her vocal range. I personally would have asked for a second performance. You know what I mean? Like, I was just kind of waiting for something more to be shown there. And it was just a bit of a womp womp overall. I was like...
A womp womp. Well, we have our episode title.
Kind of a womp womp?
Yeah.
All right. Grace, any other thoughts?
Nope.
All right. Well, anything else to really kind of talk about from the episode? Any big things kind of going into to Hollywood Week coming up?
I didn't see Bobby Bones in the preview, so that's a good thing.
I actually have one question. This might be minor spoilery-ish. I'm going to ask Eric this one question. So, like, minor spoilers. But on previous seasons of ABC Idol, we usually have all the contestants shown in the audition except for one. One usually gets shown in Hollywood Week. So my just question is, Eric, of the list out there, did we see all the auditions for every one of those contestants?
I think so. I could double check, but I think so.
Because usually, like, I remember it was Kate Fainer was one of them that we didn't see. There was, like, you know what I mean? There's that one, like, surprise for Hollywood Week.
Usually. I'm going to double check that, but I don't know the answer about off the top of my head. So we'll leave some suspense, I guess. That'll be fun.
I got to tell you, like, one thing I'm kind of really disappointed in, like, this is our crop of contestants. We really don't have, like, any rock people, like, hardcore, like, rockers. Like, and I feel like that's been a thing on ABC Idol. We usually don't. Like, the only one that we really had was Kate Fainer, and he was, like, a Christian rock. And I'm like, you know, like, where's my James Durbin dude? Like, those are my people. Like, where's even, like, someone like Casey Abrams who's going to do, like, some weird things every now and then? Like, God, season 10 was so good.
We have
Anyway.
Katy Perry for that.
No. Oh, Grace. Oh, Jesus.
Katy Perry does weird stuff.
Any final thoughts, guys? Anything from either of you guys? Any last minute things to discuss?
Do we know how many episodes of Hollywood there are?
2.
Oh, good.
So it's 2 weeks.
1 week. It's actually a Hollywood Week episode. It's 1 week.
Yay!
Wait, so is it 2 weeks? Wait, so is it?
No, it's Sunday and Monday this week. So,
Yeah.
our switching our time to Tuesday makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's exciting. So is it like 2-hour episodes or 1 hour?
I don't know. All I know is that it's over after this week, which I'm very excited about. Because the faster we get to live shows, the more live shows we have, the better. So,
Amen. Well, I guess I can say, Eric, Grace, this was so much fun. Thanks for joining me for an episode. I can say I'm Adam Samuel. You can find me on Twitter at Adam Soapbox or on my 2 websites, adamsoapbox.com and adamstvblog.com. Oh God, Adam's TV Blog. I haven't said that name in like so long. Usually I just talk about my YouTube channel where I do book reviews. So go subscribe over there, Adam Samuel. Just type in YouTube Adam Samuel Books. It'll come up. What about you, Eric?
ericasher.com, bit.ly/ericlavids, and Eric_Ascher on Twitter.
What about you, Grace?
Reality2_ Grace on Twitter. Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back. 2 weeks of American Idol coming up. 2 episodes. Can't even talk. 2 episodes of American Idol coming up. We will be here to discuss it, podcast about it. Hopefully we got some good performances coming up in Hollywood Week. But until then.
Yeah, I'm seeing the genre challenge on Sunday and the duets challenge on Monday.
Ooh, what's that?
They did that last season too, instead of group rounds.
Yeah, I'm already terrified. Anyway, we will be back next week, Tuesday. Until then, stay awesome. Deuces.